In this video, I am going to discuss about motion of the straight conductor in a uniform magnetic field, and that's also called what here expression for induced EMF or motional EMF. It means when a straight conductor moves in a magnetic field, uniform magnetic field, then an induced EMF or motional EMF is set up across its end under the certain conditions. Suppose JK is a straight conducting rod which moves in this uniform magnetic field B, and here this magnetic field B is what here perpendicular to the plane of paper and directed inward, and this conductor JK is moving in this uniform magnetic field B with velocity V. And here the angle between V and B is 90 degrees because length of the conductor is this one, magnetic field is inward, so angle between V and B is 90 degrees. Yes. Now, when this conductor moves in this magnetic field, then a induced EMF, or you can say a motional EMF, is developed across its end, and our aim is to find how much this induced EMF is set up across its end when it moves in this uniform magnetic field. Since JK is a conductor, and suppose the length of this conductor is L, and in this conductor there is a free charge carrier, and that free charge carrier is what here free electrons, and that free electron is free to move. So when this conductor moves towards right with the velocity v, so you can imagine or you can assume the free charge carrier, like this free electrons inside this conductor, will also move with the same velocity v. And since the conductor is in magnetic field and electron is inside the conductor, so you can also assume this electron will also lies in this magnetic field. So now you can assume here the free charge carrier inside this conductor, when moves with the velocity v in this magnetic field B, then that electron will experience a force. And when a charge Q moves in a uniform magnetic field B with velocity v, then it will experience a force F is equal to QVB sine theta. Here theta is 90 degree. Why? Because the length of the conductor and magnetic field both makes what angle? 90 degree with each other. It means the force experienced by this free charge carrier means that Lorentz force, that one is given by F is equal to QVB. This one is the force experienced by this charge carrier, means free electron which lies inside the conductor. And remember this, there is a large number of free electrons inside the conductor, and each free electron inside the conductor will experience this amount of the force due to this magnetic field B when moves with the velocity v. And again, what is the direction of this force? Already I have told you, for finding the direction of the force, always we use the right hand palm rule. So for the positive charge or current, we'll use the right hand palm rule. And since electron is carrying negative charge, so for finding the direction of force in electron, we will take the left hand palm rule. और पहले मैंने बताया था ये कोई रूल है नहीं, ये केवल जुगाड़ मेथड से लगाया गया है. So for finding the direction of the force on this electron, on this fourth finger when you will keep in the direction of the magnetic field, this one is the motion of conductor B. So this palm will give the direction of the force act on that negative charge. It means in this case that electron will experience the force in what direction? Downward. Downward direction means towards the end K. So remember this, it's not matter what the position of the free electron inside the conductor. इस कंडक्टर के अंदर फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कहाँ है इससे कोई मतलब नहीं, लेकिन जितने भी फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन इसके अंदर होंगे, हर फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन के ऊपर इतना फोर्स लगेगा QVB, और सबका डायरेक्शन किधर होगा? डाउनवर्ड. So in this way you can see each electron will experience, each free electron inside the conductor will experience the force, this one towards downward. And from J to K, when the electron moves from J to K under this force, then the work done, you can calculate here, work done to move, work done to move the charge from P to Q or J to K, J to K. इसका मतलब इस एंड J से K तक कोई इलेक्ट्रॉन अगर मूव करेगा अंडर दिस फोर्स तो कितना वर्क डन करना पड़ेगा, एंड दैट वर्क डन इज कैलकुलेटेड बाय W is equal to force into displacement. Already what is the force experienced by that charge, or what is the force acting on that charge particle, means electron QVB, QVB. And what is the displacement from J to K? When the electron moves from J to K, then displacement is equal to the length of the conductor. So QVB into L. This is the work done to move the electrons, means charge carrier, free charge carrier electron from J to K, which is equal to W is equal to QVB into L. And by definition, EMF, and suppose this EMF is denoted by small e is equal to W by Q. हमें पहले बताया था EMF के लिए definition क्या बताया था, E is equal to W by Q, and from here W is how much? Q V B L upon Q. So Q is cancelled by Q, and now you will get here B B B B L. It means the induced EMF, in this case, the induced EMF across the end JK, which is also called what here? Motional EMF. That comes how much here? That induced EMF becomes E is equal to B V L. So this equation E is equal to B V L. This equation gives the induced EMF, or expression for the induced EMF across the end JK of this straight current, straight conductor. But here induced EMF is set up. ये मत कह दीजिए इसमें induced current डेवलप हो गई. Induced current नहीं डेवलप हुई है. क्यों? क्योंकि ये J और K कहीं क्लोज नहीं है. तो मैंने पहले ही बताया था कि change in magnetic flux are due to this motion induced EMF is set up. हाँ, अगर इसके एंड को लाके किसी हम गैल्वेनोमीटर से या कॉइल से जोड़ दें तो वो कॉइल क्या करने लगेगा? डिफ्लेक्शन देने लगेगा. In this case, the angle between V and V is how much here? Length of the conductor and magnetic field. कितना एंगल बना रहा है? 90 degree. But if this conductor moves at an angle theta in the magnetic field, and remember this, if the conductor moves at an angle theta, क्योंकि ये जरूरी नहीं है, it's not necessary that always this conductor moves perpendicularly to the magnetic field. Here what I am giving, if the conductor moves at an angle theta in the magnetic field, अगर ये कंडक्टर इस मैग्नेटिक फील्ड B में थीटा एंगल पे अगर मूव कर रहा है, then in this case the induced EMF or the motional EMF developed across the end of the conductor is given by E is equal to BBL sin theta. And remember this, when theta is equal to 90, then in this case you can say the induced EMF becomes maximum, which is equal to BBL. And when theta is equal to 0, theta is equal to 0 means if the conductor moves in the direction of magnetic field, जिस डायरेक्शन में मैग्नेटिक फील्ड है उसी डायरेक्शन में अगर कंडक्टर भी मूव कर रहा है तो एंगल बिटवीन थीटा इज इक्वल टू 0 डिग्री, एंड इन दिस केस sin 0 इज इक्वल टू 0, देन इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ बिकम्स 0. तो ये जरूरी नहीं है, इट नॉट नेसेसरी दैट व्हेन ए स्ट्रेट कंडक्टर मूव्स इन ए मैग्नेटिक फील्ड देन ऑलवेज प्रोड्यूस द इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ. ऑलवेज नहीं होगा. अगर थीटा 0 डिग्री है या थीटा 180 डिग्री है तो उस केस में कोई भी इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ सेटअप नहीं होगा. एक्सेप्ट दिस वन, किसी एंगल पे मूव करेगा तो उस एंड के अक्रॉस क्या डेवलप होगा, इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ होगा। सपोज PQ is a rod, a straight conducting rod, which is freely moved without any friction on a U-shaped stationary conducting rod MNOL। इसका मतलब MNOL एक स्टेशनरी यू शेप का रॉड है और जिसके ऊपर ये स्ट्रेट रॉड PQ क्या कर सकता है, फ्रीली मूव कर सकता है विदाउट एनी फ्रिक्शन, and hold this system be placed in a magnetic field, a uniform magnetic field। इसमें ये रख दिया गया। As already I have told you, this straight wire PQ is simply moves either left or right without any friction। Suppose this rod PQ is moving towards the right with velocity v, and already I have proved that when a straight conductor moves in a uniform magnetic field B, then a induced EMF is set up across its end। इसका मतलब इस वायर PQ के अक्रॉस एक इंड्यूस्ड EMF सेटअप हो जाएगी और उस इंड्यूस्ड EMF का मैग्नीट्यूड कितना हो जाएगा, E is equal to BVL, जहां B मैग्नेटिक फील्ड हो गया, V velocity with which this rod is moving outward, और L क्या हो गया, लेंथ ऑफ दिस रॉड PQ which is equal to this one here। अब ये बात उठती है कि जब ये रॉड PQ मूव करेगा then the area enclosed by this one will be also change। तो यहां पे एरिया वेरी कर रहा है इसके अंदर का, जब ये इधर आएगा तो एरिया घटेगी, इधर जाएगा तो एरिया बढ़ेगी। और मैंने पहले बताया था मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स चेंज करने के लिए डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वेज में, वहां पे क्या था, एक एरिया में चेंज भी मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स को चेंज करेगा। So then induced EMF is set up and that induced EMF is equal to BVL। और याद रखिए the induced EMF, और चूंकि ये सर्किट क्लोज्ड है तो ये induced EMF इसमें और क्या डेवलप कर देगा, एक induced current। And the direction of this induced EMF or induced current be always opposes that cause by which it produced। इसका मतलब इसमें जो इंड्यूस्ड करंट डेवलप होगी वो हमेशा इसके मोशन का क्या करेगा, अपोज करेगा। इसका मतलब अगर ये रॉड PQ आउटवर्ड जा रहा है तो इसके अंदर ऐसे डायरेक्शन में करंट फ्लो कराएगी कि जिससे कि इसके ऊपर एक फोर्स लगे लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में। तो नाउ ए क्वेश्चन इज हियर कि व्हाट विल बी द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द करंट प्रोड्यूस्ड इन दिस वायर PQ। तो फर्स्ट हियर current in PQ, how can you find? I is equal to E by R। याद रखिए यहाँ पे E है induced EMF across the end PQ, and suppose R be the resistance of this wire PQ। इस वायर PQ का रेजिस्टेंस मान लेंगे कितना है, R है, and that resistance is incomparatively to this one, and suppose the resistance of this U-shaped conductor is negligible comparison to this resistance R। हम मान लेते हैं कि ये जो U-shape का पूरा कंडक्टर है इसका रेजिस्टेंस जो है नेग्लिजिबल है कंपैरेटिवली टू रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ दिस वायर PQ। तो PQ का रेजिस्टेंस कितना हो गया, R। induced EMF across this PQ is how much here, BVL। So how much current is induced in this wire PQ? I is equal to, as you know, V by R, the induced EMF E, so E by R, and this becomes BVL upon R। This is the magnitude of the current, this is the amount of the current which is induced in this wire PQ। And now what will be the direction of this induced current? So for finding this one, how can you find the direction of the induced current? Either you apply the Fleming right hand rule, as you know, this is also used for finding the direction of the induced current। By using this one, you can also find the direction of the induced current। So by using the Fleming right hand rule, and already I have told you Fleming right hand rule is used for finding the direction of induced current। तो मैग्नीट्यूड तो मालूम हो गया, अब इस इंड्यूस्ड करंट का डायरेक्शन क्या होगा, तो फ्लेमिंग का राइट हैंड रूल याद करिए, ये लगाइए, इसको हमेशा किस डायरेक्शन में, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड। दिस विल बी डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन ऑफ कंडक्टर। then this middle finger will give the direction of the induced current. अब इसको मत बदलिए, बस इसी को लाइए. तो ये magnetic field is inward, so here magnetic field inward, so this finger will be inward. Motion of the conductor right hand side, so motion of the conductor, this thumb indicates right hand side, and now this middle finger is goes up. It means in the wire PQ, the current will take place from side Q to P, means upward, as it were. And when here current moves here upward, then finally in all this closed loop, it will start to flow in anti-clockwise. अब याद रखिएगा कि अगर ये रॉड बाहर की तरफ जा रहा है, इसमें करंट एंटी क्लॉकवाइज सेटअप हो गया. लेकिन यही अगर अंदर की तरफ आएगा, अगर इस रॉड को हम लेफ्ट हैंड साइड ले आएंगे, तो यही करंट का डायरेक्शन कितना हो जाएगा, मैग्नीट्यूड तो BVL/R, लेकिन डायरेक्शन क्या हो जाएगा इसका, अब उस वक्त क्लॉकवाइज हो जाएगा. So in this way you can find out the direction of the current in this wire PQ as well as the magnitude of the current I. And when this rod will move outward, बाहर तब जाएगा, तो इसका अपोज करने के लिए, इस वेलोसिटी v का अपोज करने के लिए इस रॉड को लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में कोई फोर्स लगेगा. So how much find that force? So the force on the rod PQ which is opposite to V, जो इस motion V का क्या करे, अपोज करे, तो how much that force can be find out, F is equal to ILB, and already have calculated the current in this conductor PQ is I is equal to BVL/R. So we can calculate here BVL/R into L into B. So in this way we can find out the force acting on this wire PQ towards left is B square L square V upon R. And third one, what is the power delivered? Third expression here, what is the power required? Power required to maintain, power required, and power required to pushing the conductor with the constant velocity V. इस मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में इस कंडक्टर को PQ को कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी से मूव करने के लिए the power required how much here, P is equal to F into B, and already have calculated the value of F. What force is required? B square L square V upon R into B, and in this way we can calculate P is equal to B square L square V square upon R. So in this way we can find the current induced in this wire PQ, the force on this wire PQ, as well as what is the power required to maintain for constant motion with constant velocity V for this wire PQ. So all this expression is very important to solve the numerical problem. So dear student, today you go through the topic which I have discussed. This topic is very important, especially to solve the numerical problem here. And in the next topic, then we will discuss here about the self-induction as well as the